To the work community, believe me, you guys are doing a great job. You guys are striking a nerve. I know how frustrating it can get with the whole system, how frustrating it can get with everything that's going on. I know how frustrating it is, and you feel like you're not doing enough. But that's because a lot of people that claim to be woke is not truly woke. When I say the woke community, I mean the real people that are woke and unpacking and unlocking from deep within. The people that are doing the real inner work. I'm telling you, you're breaking a nerve. You're hitting the nerve of the system. This false system, believe me, you are. You're doing something really awesome. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're really hitting a nerve. Now they are agreeing to traumas being stored in the nervous system. But they didn't agree with this before, right? They didn't. They didn't agree with this. They agree with a whole lot of things, including time and all that. But they didn't agree with these things in the first place, isn't it? And you say you're not striking a nerve because just you're not crazy. Believe me, you're not crazy. All your downloads, all everything you're coming up with is the fact. And they are saying that they can't stand the woke community, and they will now come and say, a recent research just shows that and they tag it and they will give it the name epigenetics. But you damn have known this all along. You've known this all along. That yeah, traumas are stored in your body, stored in your system, stored in the womb. Also, I think it was last year, is it last 2 years that they came out to say that God is now genderless. Yeah, God is now genderless. I thought it's a he. Suddenly, the God energy, the super consciousness is no doesn't have a gender. And you say you're not striking a nerve. Believe me, you're striking a nerve. Now there are lots of information being declassified by the CIA, right? I don't know if anybody have come across those documents, including remote viewing. Also, remote viewing is real. Okay, it's no longer hallucination. It's not remote viewing. Like it's no longer you being crazy and then you have to be locked up in psyche and giving all manner of drugs, right? Right? It's now remote viewing. And CIA brought out a document that declassified. I beg. Oh! Now, the period that was used to shame women and then the so-called the other branch of the woke community said it is unclean. Some religious people, Christians, say claiming that it's unclean, and because of that, the woman shouldn't come to the altar or blah 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 in an era when the feminine energy is rising. Are you both serious? And now suddenly it is now very high, and it's now been proven that it contains stem cells that can be used to regenerate organs and all that. What community? You're not crazy. Keep doing what you're doing. Believe me, you're striking a chord. And I hope more people rise because the more will rise, the more they fall, the more the system is being transformed. It is what it is. Keep deconstructing. They keep deconstructing. Let them go and keep breaking it out and say they just did a research and found out this and found out that. This is really funny.